The Charleston House proudly supports Newswatch. Now welcoming guests on Charleston's historic 6th Street, the Charleston House Bed and Breakfast Inn offers refined accommodations in a beautifully restored bed and breakfast. For booking information, visit craigcollection.com or call the number on screen.
TCI Realty, Charleston area's real estate connection. Commercial, land and farm, and residential real estate. Experienced realtors with an up-to-date website at tcirealty.net. TCI Realty supports the students of WEIU Newswatch.
Alamo Steakhouse and Saloon. Whatever the occasion, it's an environment for an evening of dining, conversation, and cocktails. Whatever your needs, our staff is ready. Alamo Steakhouse and Saloon, located at the Cross County Mall, Mattoon.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of Newswatch. I'm Olivia Bennett, and topping the news at this hour, the U.S. Supreme Court has sided with an Illinois congressman in part of his lawsuit over Illinois election laws. Earlier today, the court ruled 7-2 that Congressman Mike Bost has the right to challenge the state's election law, which allows mail-in ballots to be counted for 14 days after Election Day. Bost is a Republican who represents parts of central and southern Illinois, and he's argued the state law causes him harm since he has to pay staff after the election is over. The high court didn't weigh in on the merits of the lawsuit, and the case now heads back to the lower courts. A local sheriff's office has received extra funds to help keep the roads a little bit safer. The Coles County Sheriff's Office says they were awarded a Sustained Traffic Enforcement Program grant by the Illinois Department of Transportation. Officials say they'll use the grant to focus on stopping dangerous driving behaviors like impaired driving, speeding, and seatbelt violations. The STEP grant runs through September 30th. Sarah Bush Lincoln Health Center is offering a chance to get running this winter. Registration is underway for the Charleston Challenge Race. That race takes place February 7th and begins at Carl Sandburg School on Reynolds Drive. Runners can choose a 5K, 10K, or 15K, and food and drinks will be provided following each race. You can register on the Charleston Parks and Recreation website. Well, heavy winds called for heavy jackets today, but are you going to need to bundle up again tomorrow? Ben Whitney has more in the Weather Center. Good evening, Ben.
Good evening, Olivia, and good evening to all our viewers watching us on this very chilly evening across East Central Illinois. Strong winds continued today and a little bit of snowfall during the morning hours. You might be able to catch a few stray snowflakes as I snap this photo on Eastern's campus today. Again, though, a chilly day, strong winds coming in from the northwest. Our temperatures for our highs were up into the mid to upper 40s for a lot of us, though those high temperatures took place during the overnight hours as we neared this morning. Those strong winds paired with a couple cold fronts coming through caused temperatures to continue cooling down throughout the daytime hours today. And then you'll see that here on our temperature change graph, a near 30-degree difference or 30-degree cool down between this time yesterday and this evening. And you can see that's being driven by those northwest winds that's prompted by these cold fronts stretching through. I have two separate ones coming across the Midwest. That's caused the cool down and these stronger winds that we saw today. Overnight, though, we will see these winds finally start to weaken out just a little bit. Low temperatures back down into the teens across the area, 13 to be more specific for us in Charleston. And these winds could still gust up to 30 miles an hour this evening, but as you'll see during the day tomorrow, winds will be a lot weaker, only really coming in at their strongest around 10 to 15 miles an hour during the midday hours tomorrow. We will stay below the freezing point for your Thursday, 28 degrees for our high in Charleston. We'll see a few clouds re-entering the skies over East Central Illinois after sunset, and that'll be leading up to a chance for some snow as we see are moving into Friday. And you can see that on our futurecast here. You'll see those clouds starting to move off to the east and leave us with a pretty sunny day for Thursday. You can see those clouds starting to move back in from the west after sunset. You can see that around 10 o'clock is when we'll start to see this chance for snowfall moving across the area. Preliminary totals aren't suggesting a lot of accumulations. You'll see more of this and proper totals with Emily Davis on tomorrow's edition of Newswatch. And looking ahead for the rest of your week ahead, temperatures will be a little bit warmer for the end of the work week, 37 on Friday and 36 on Saturday. We do have a few chances for flurries over the next 72 hours, but we will see a big cool down towards the back half of the weekend and towards the start of next work week, with temperatures being down even towards the single digits for Tuesday. That was a look at your Skywatch forecast. I'm Ben Whitney for WEIU.